Hey Jared, before I show you the areas I do want to address before I list my house, I just want to show you a drone video I had taken 9 years ago. This is back when my mom was living with me before she passed away about 5 years ago. She's a gardener, so this was her baby. This is what she did all the time, and you can see I have a gate, but you can see very clean. You can see mulch on both sides of the gate. You can see mulch over here. Everything is, right now there's a lot of overgrowth. All the mulch is gone, but you can see how it used to look. This is just showing you, hold on, as I pan around a little bit. You can see the flower bed area. My dog is wondering what the heck this is that's flying in the air. But this one I'm going to show you how clean everything looks. You'll see the grass has some areas that are missing because there's a dog that used to live here. The dog doesn't live here no more, and dug up the lawn a little bit. So this is kind of the benchmark. This is what I would like to get my property to look like. But really, honestly, the damages that I'm going to show you are most important. But just want to show you this as I go around showing the interior issues and then end up by showing you the exterior. So the biggest issue is my shower. So let me start there. About 5 years ago, my maid accidentally broke off the shower head, and she went and put a new one on. And when she did not put the plumber's tape over the threads, and that caused water to leak behind the shower wall. And after several months, I started to notice some blackness, like in the tile and also down the sides here. So I asked a friend of mine, a contractor, because I'm a realtor, and he knew right away what the problem was. So he took the shower head off, he applied the plumber's tape, put the shower head on. This wall was so weak that he pushed the shower or the tiles in. He got it on correctly, and the water issue stopped. And I thought that this was the only issue, that I was going to have to eventually retile this bathroom and fix that. The water pressure is fine, no issues, no leaks. But about 6 months ago, I have a big TV on the other side of this wall, and it died. And when I took the TV off and put a new TV on the dresser, and I looked behind the dresser, that's when I noticed that this water damage from this was affecting the other side of this wall, and I have to address it before I sell my house. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. Let me grab a flashlight. Hold on. So this is what that did. Now, it's been 4 years since this happened. So this is dry. I don't think there's mold anymore, because mold needs a constant supply of water and oxygen. So this is completely dry. But this obviously needs to be completely ripped out. And then when you're behind there, just kind of make sure everything's clean or correct. And then I think the best thing is to just get rid of this whole shower tub and just retile and make this just a walk-in shower. So basically walk-in shower and redo this wall. So that's the biggest project there. But I want to show you some other things that I do want to address at the same time before I list my house. So let's walk across the house. I have a bedroom that has a broken window. That's it. There's no water damage, nothing. It's just the window's broken. So there's that. This is a double pane, so the exterior pane is okay. Probably has to replace the whole thing, but broken window is something that has to be addressed. Also, I had a roommate who put a lot of holes in the wall, putting up TVs and standing shelves and all types of things. I mean, they're all like minor repairs. But one thing she did do, and I didn't realize it until she moved out, is she punched a hole in the wall. So that needs to be addressed. I know as a realtor, FHA will not accept any holes in the wall, any broken windows. So those two things have to be addressed in addition to the shower. Let's go through the garage. I do need a dump trailer. I do have a friend who's a contractor. He might help me out. But I do have a bit of debris. I'm just going to try to get things into the garage, kind of get the house decluttered. But this is kind of accumulating here in the garage. Now, one other thing, my side door. This house is 23 years old. So the wood frame to the side door has rotted out over time. You can see this right here. So basically it just needs a new door frame. Nothing too complicated. And then that would fix that issue. Also, this condenser is, I don't know if you can see in the video, it's slightly tilted. It's not straight. So just raising that side up 3 inches, 4 inches, or however, just to get this so it sits even and not at a tilted angle would be important. And I got this is an old satellite dish. This has to be removed. A sink has to be removed. Like I said, just debris. Speaking of debris, lots of leaves. You got to rake the leaves and bag them or just kind of get rid of the debris. But now let me show you the yard. As you saw how it was in the video. This is actually my septic. So there's actually at the bottom of this circle there is a access to the septic. My mom turned it into like a little flower bed, or she kind of mulched it, made it look pretty. But behind all that overgrowth is like kind of a stone, like pavers going about 3 feet tall, all around. But it would be good to kind of get that back to where a homeowner or a buyer could pump the septic if they want, to make sure there's no cracks. So it'd be nice to make that accessible. It doesn't even need to be like a flower bed or anything, just to make it accessible. So here's how the property looks now. All the mulch is gone. Like I said, that video is kind of like a blueprint of what it could be. You can still see kind of where the line is where you would mulch with that guard, that black thing there. But you can still see it here. So a lot of it's just kind of covered up, but it's my mom would not be happy. Just overgrowth. Like I said, getting rid of the leaves would be number one. Now, this dog that's no longer here was a digger. So you can see there's a hole there. Just needs some dirt patch. There's a hole here. So that has to have dirt to kind of even it, rake it up, and then mulch, put mulch down. So anyway, like I said, that video is kind of a blueprint. Now the last issue I have, other than this, the overgrowth, and I'll show you that a little bit more in this video. A tree fell in 2024 from the hurricane, and I've been going through a hardship, have not had the money to address it. It's probably 50 feet tall, and I'm going to show you, the tree is still attached. Technically, this tree is not even on my property. I don't know who the neighbors are. It's empty land here. But you can see my property ends here where my gate is. And then it goes up about 20 feet. And then right here is where this tree snapped. And then it fell. It actually went all the way across my driveway. So I had to cut it back just to get access to my driveway. But it's been sitting here for 2 years. So probably needs a professional to cut it down and remove it. You can see it actually bent my fence just a little bit, this particular panel, which sucks. I mean, it still functions. The gate functions. I can still open and close it, no problem. Oh, I'll make sure the dog doesn't go out when I do that. So the functionality is there, but there is a little bit of a bend in that one panel. And then the overgrowth. You can see there are still some hedges here that need to be cut down and trimmed, but there is a bit of overgrowth. And let me show you the other side. I have been working on it, so actually it looked worse before this video. You can see here I kind of cut back to the fence line, but this would all be cleaned out and mulch. And like I said, I am willing to put in some work and kind of do what I can as far as just trimming, cleaning, pulling weeds out, but would need help with the materials, the mulch, this, that, and maybe some help with the landscaping. It's got to see kind of what the cost is. I want to definitely focus more so on the broken items, like the window, the bathroom, the hole in the drywall, the door frame, all those things that are just clearly damaged, that are going to hurt me from getting FHA buyers or VA buyers. But I would like to get the landscaping back up. Also, this right here is where the dog did a lot of digging. Because it's spring, things are still growing, but might need some sod to kind of, maybe some dirt to even this up, because a little bit of a divot, and some sod. And yeah, I think that's about it. One last thing, just to kind of point out everything. One of these they have these huge 100-year-old trees to the side of me, and I did have a large branch fall and hit my fence, and you can see it broke this post. I'm not sure if that one section could be fixed. And actually further down, this property is 100 foot by 100 foot. Further down, there's another branch that fell. It's still actually there. You can see like all the debris there, but that crushed the fence as well. So this particular fence line has two areas that are broken, as well as that little divot in the iron, the wrought iron. But I'm not worried about the wrought iron, but those two definitely make this fence line inferior because of those broken areas. So yeah, that's basically my property. Let me know your thoughts. This is a project you'd be interested in, and kind of ballpark the price. And I am still talking. I did sell my house to an investment company who's given me up until January of next year to buy it back or to sell it. They have their purchase price amount I owe them. The rest of it's mine, just the equity in the house. The roof was put on last summer when I sold the house to them, so that's brand new. The AC is 7 years old. The hot water heater is 3 years old. It's on well and septic. The well works fine. The septic works fine. But those damages will hurt me when I list my house. And wanted to see if you'd be interested in the project, and then to be paid at closing. I am still talking to the investment company about having you guys, having them sign something, just authorizing that you guys will get paid at closing. So I am talking with them, but I wanted to just be proactive and show you the areas that I want to address before I list my house.